What did I tell y'all? All 2025, the content speaks for itself. All we got to do is come and drop commentary over it. We don't have to do nothing. The modern 304 roof rabbit, Siberian creek ant, the modern woman displays some of the most immature, diabolical, crude, heinous, and disgusting acts up on this internet. We got a 62-year-old woman that says she's not going 50-50, and she has sexual power. And you have to be willing to change her diapers, bro. This is insane. I told y'all it's over, bro. The modern woman is straight cooked, fully cooked. Let's go.
Hey,
You ready?
yes, I was sitting here and I had just turned it on. I said, she ain't gonna answer this thing. I'm sorry I got my glasses
All right,
on because
I got you set up though. All new Kendra G Singles dating app. It's available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or your Google Play Store and type in Kendra G Singles. You set up, good camera. Oh, I like that.
Oh no, I don't. Kendra, I've been on here before, like on your Facebook, about 2 years ago.
Okay, give me an update. I don't remember.
And when we were talking, I was in Atlanta at my other house. And I remember you said, you know, when you're over 55 and you're 60, it's harder to find somebody. And let me tell you, when you gave me the numbers, I was like, she don't know what she's talking about. She's young. You were not lying when you said as you get older, the percentage of men in the 55 to up bracket of choices get smaller and smaller and smaller. So when I look at when you interviewed me a couple years ago, what I wanted and what I needed, oh my God, if I would have chose that at the time, I probably wouldn't be with that person anyway.
Well, I want to say this. What I give you guys is the data, right?
Yeah.
So I've been doing this show for 5 years, and I always say I'm not the same person that created the show. I know so much more. Rightfully so.
Yes, she is. She's exactly the same. Once again, it's still a clown show. Salute to MABW. None of the women are mature when they come up here. They're in their 50s and 60s and 70s, still with juvenile dating expectations. They say stuff like this: has sexual power at 62. What type of sexual power do you got? So no, Kendra, you're right. It ain't the same. It's actually worse. What is you talking about? This is absolutely worse. None of the women come up here are going to find anything fruitful. They are just merely for recreational use. That's it. Now, you're not going to tell them, and I know you won't because you can't tell them that, but they are clearly for Arby's roast beef meats. That's it.
Arby's, we have the meats.
That's it.
I'm a journalist at heart. So what I did as a journalist is I interviewed people and I collect data and share. Before it was mainly celebrities, right?
Right.
Oh, and you took Kevin Samuel's talking points, so we don't want to hear it.
Yes.
I'm just right. You was on
sharing
money
the
with
data that I collect. And then also too, you know, I have live events. And when I have live events, that's another source of statistics. And I can tell you there'll be 80% women to the 20% men. It's just what it is. It's a number game. This is a math conversation. I'm a queen. He should pay all my bills. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm just talking about math, straight numbers. Okay. Yeah. So, but whatever the case, I'm assuming you want to do it again.
Yeah, and you know what? And like, I guess the thing I got to get used to is I don't know if it's me or the younger generation. I don't know. We've been having conversations all over the place about 50-50. No, I'm not paying half your bills because you're not paying half of mine. I'm not. I don't want you trying to come for granny's checks either.
Well, I think the 50-50.
You see what I'm saying? Think they're going to come up on here and try to be snooty and try to read people for filth, and she don't even know what she's talking about. Now she's coming up here trying to be hip, trying to be young, and she don't even know what she's talking about. I'm not about to have no man to 50-50. What are you talking about? That's actually alleviating 50% of your load, goofy. Like right now, you're paying 100. A man come in, he take 50 from you. Now you only got to pay 50. What are you talking about? That's why we know when y'all women speak and y'all say this, something is wrong with you.
The thing is spoken about if you live together.
Oh, okay. Not
Yeah.
if you got your own house and you know.
No, they would say that you're each paying 100 in that scenario.
Mhm.
The 50-50 conversation comes into play if you're actually cohabitating together.
Oh, okay.
Well, how do you feel about that? If y'all were to live together, what is your now that you know what it means, now what are your thoughts?
Child, you gotta come with your own money. I got my own money. I don't want to move in your house. You ain't moving in my house. We're gonna get a new house. You gotta come with your own money and your own checks.
So when you get the new house, what is the component you want to pay?
That's where, it's, I look at it like I would never want to move into a house that somebody had, or in our age bracket, they're either divorced or whatever. But what I'm saying is that you have to make choices. Like either you're going to move into somebody's house, or who got a mortgage, who don't got a mortgage. It's just so many things that go into that over 50 stuff, and I always look at it like, since I'm into real estate and I'm an investor, that I could always grab a little house and we could just put 10 or 20,000 and we'd be good and we wouldn't have no mortgage.
Okay. All right. Let's take it from the top.
That's what you're supposed to do with a husband. There ain't no man, no Elroy, no Lester about to come and he has his own house and you have your own house, and then y'all come in the middle and get a crib for 62-year-old meats. Or you goofy? 62-year-old meats, you must be tripping. No one's doing that. Why wouldn't he try to go do that with some 25-year-old meats or some even 30-year-old meats? 62. Yeah, you really lost your mind. Yeah, you lost your mind. You must be tripping. She said he got his whole house. You got your whole house. Put up another 10, 15 racks to get this separate middle house for you. You're tripping.
What's your name again?
Talking to
my name is Burnett.
Burnett?
Mm-hmm.
See, told you this internet got them thinking that they can talk like this, they can step like this, even at 62, y'all. Because a 62-year-old woman without the internet would not even dare talk like this. A 62-year-old woman with the internet is sounding like a 20-year-old woman. This is crazy.
And Burnett, where are you calling us from?
I'm in Houston, but I'm from the West Coast.
Where do you live? Houston. How old are you again?
I am 62.
Okay, 62. What you do for a living?
Real estate investor.
Real estate investor. Do you have any children?
I have 2 grown children.
How old are your 2 grown kids?
37 and 30.
And what?
And 30.
30. Both by the same man?
No.
2 men. Have you ever been married?
Yes.
When did you get divorced last?
15 years ago.
Oh, long time. Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. So we got Burnett, Houston, Sagittarius, 62, real estate investor. Mine are 2 grown kids. My 2 men was once married. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
Girl, they got to know the Lord, honey. They got to know the Lord, and they got to have their own money. Because I'm not looking for their money. I need somebody that wants to be in love. People that want to be in love. My mama always told me, if a man loves you, there ain't nothing you can't have. So I ain't worried about material stuff. I got my own stuff. I'm talking about somebody that got some sense, and that, when they get old, they're going to change some diapers. Depends. Because when you get older, you got to think about that.
No one's thinking about that with a jump off, a granny jump off at 62. Yeah, if you already put some time in with the woman, then you would even dare do something like that. Even if it was a job. Just with a chick that I met, and now you think because we spent a couple years together, what are you talking about? You're not a wife. You're not getting remarried at 62. Why would somebody want to change your stinking depends? You ain't put in no time with them. You talking about getting a separate middle crib. Are you nuts for 62-year-old guts that can't even throw it back, can't even go crazy, but still says she got a water park, y'all? Yes, this grandma is still about to talk about her splish splash be splish splashing. Kendra G show is the most minstrel show on the internet. They come up here and just disrespect and degrade and over sexualize themselves. And it's funny. This is comical at this point. It's just data collected to show y'all how the modern river goat act from 20 all the way to 70 years old. They done been up here talking about what they wasn't going to take and what a man got to bring. Oh my
He's gonna help
God.
you in and out the tub and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that got some sense and some tenderness. Some of y'all is like a M&M. You hard on the outside. You ain't got no ooey gooey center, man. Some of you old men that been through some things. You coming out of divorce, or you done lost your wife, and some of you done lost your wife, and you still got the ladies' clothes in the house. That's spooky. No, I don't want to go in your house. So you got to have your mind together. Retire. You know, somebody outside that like to barbecue a little bit and shake his legs on the swing a little bit. You know, somebody like that. Somebody ain't like out in the club trying to throw it in a circle still. None of that.
No, it's too late for you to try to get that summer love. It's too late. You had it. You've been throwing and tossing that meat around to all the men's. And now you want that walk in the park, soak your feet in Epsom salt. No. Rub Ben Gay on each other's backs. Absolutely not. That is over for you. Now all you're going to get is Leroy Elroy coming through, slaying them guts off one of them blue pills, one of them blue chews, and that is it. That's all your work.
Throwing
now.
it in the circle if you're 60 and up. You need to settle it
Look,
down.
Kendra G's in that same boat as you, but I believe you had kids though. Kendra G's in that same boat, same you know what I mean, template right here. 45, 60, same thing. Delusional.
Bring it on in. Come on the porch and chill out. That's what we should be doing right now. Not some of y'all men out there getting them young girls and getting them young babies, and then you think that granny gonna take care of it. Not happening. Keep your little worms in your pants and find you a nice woman that wants to make you some coffee in the morning, make you some eggs and some grits.
But watch this. She gonna try to bring Kendra G's father into it, and then it's all good when Kendra G say, my father like young women. He's 77. He like women my age, 45, 40. And then it's like, she ain't talking that hype no more.
That's what you need to be doing.
Just fake.
But some of y'all, I don't know what's going on. I don't care if you were a silver fox or whatever. I don't care what kind of fox you are. Come on in. It's cold outside. Make a decision. Pick you one woman and date in your age bracket. Okay? And then everybody be in love. Stop trying to be 60 dating 30-year-olds, because it ain't going to get you nothing but a baby. Period. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's what's wrong with these old men, Kendra. Like, I know your dad, I see you be talking about your dad all the time. Now, you know, he ain't out here trying to get him a 20-year-old.
Well, my dad told me he liked them young too. I'm sorry. My daddy,
he liked them young too?
Yeah. I just learned on Christmas my daddy would date somebody my age. So I try to tell you, Renetta, yeah, my daddy's 77. He said he'll date somebody 45. He get along with him. Because my daddy at 77 got a no-kid policy.
Is there a range that he goes?
I don't know, but I mean, I'm trying to tell you. I told you the last time you was here. Men of your age like them younger. I don't make the rules, women. I'm sorry. So,
but I
don't make the rules.
When you say go younger, Kendra, like when you're in your 60s, how young do you think is young?
Listen, I'm not telling you what to go. I'm telling you what they doing. Now this.
See, you see what I'm saying? But she ain't talking that hype no more. Her ideologies went out the window when Kendra G said, oh no, my dad said he wanted way younger guts, almost half of his life, 77, 40 something. Absolutely. Oh, she ain't talking. I told y'all, man, this show is just fake. They just pander to each other, lie to each other. Kendra G's just here just basically to come up off of black women, bro. She's not worried about y'all. Y'all are goofy. Trust me.
Some who date within their age, of course, but like, sometimes they wife might have passed, but you just said you don't want nobody's dead wife's clothes in the house still.
Mm-mm. No, and he had to get knee replacements and all that stuff. Granny, I ain't there yet, right? Child. Granny like to do it. Granny likes to do it too. So I'm just telling you, I like to have sex still. I do a lot of sex, but I'm not gonna do it with somebody that got the PRD.
What's the PRD?
The penile rectal dysfunction.
erectile dysfunction.
Yeah,
Is
some
that
of y'all
different than ED?
yes, penile
60,
rectal dys.
62 years old up here talking about PRD, man. You see what I'm talking about? Got the mind of a 22-year-old, the mind of a 25-year-old, but this is a 66-year-old, a 62-year-old. Just pathetic. And they think this is cute. And she really thinks she's going to find a wholesome guy. That's what's funny. You're going to find exactly what you are. What is wrong with y'all? You up here playing the dozens, acting up, trying to show your ass. That's exactly what is going to be at your front door
Dysfunction.
waiting.
So is that the same as ED, erectile dysfunction?
Yeah, similar. One of them ain't gonna work at all. The one's just gonna be like that. It ain't gonna never do nothing.
Is that the?
I just don't want nobody that's on the Viagra. Let me just say that. Let me just put it on out there.
Okay, so what is the age range you want to date? Let's start there.
I think 52
Yeah,
to
because when you have
62.
that Viagra, he beat that
52,
old thing up.
62,
Yeah.
still working naturally.
Yes.
Okay, still working naturally. Okay. What's some other deal breakers for Nat?
Just not honesty, just the honesty, and just, whatever it is. If you only got 2 nickels to rub, they'll say, hey, Granny, I ain't got but 2 nickels. Stand on your business. Just somebody that is just ready to settle down. Somebody that wants to be in love. A lot of times people are in love with the idealism of love, but they don't want the actual work that goes into if that leads to something more serious, So
Okay.
gotta be serious about your business.
I'm telling you right now, there ain't no guys your age that want to be in love. They might want to slide on something, a little card, partner, a little coffee, a little tea in the morning, have a crumpet of donut here and there, kick back and talk about some current events, past and future, but absolutely not. What are you on?
Business. Okay. I don't want no problems. Should he look a certain way?
He gotta be taller than a 5th grader. Let me see. He gotta be taller than a 5th grader. And no, I'm not really caught up on looks. I'm really not.
How tall are you, Burnett?
I am 5'9".
Okay.
I'm 5'9".
So should he be taller than 5'9", or your height is 5?
I would like him to be the same height as me if possible.
Or taller.
But it's not a deal breaker or anything,
Okay. Okay.
Just
should he make a certain amount of money?
Nah, I ain't really worried about money because I got my own.
Okay. Well, you said earlier you wasn't doing 50-50.
No, I'm not doing 50-50 because I'm not expecting for him to pay any of my bills and I'm not paying his. I need everybody. I mean, what I'm saying is it's just when it comes to money, it's just different. I mean, you can take care of yourself and you can take care of another person, you cool. But if you know that you can't, you're making $15 an hour and you got $9,000 worth of debt, then you need to check out. You need to, take care of your debt or do whatever you gotta do.
So let me ask you this: do you plan on y'all? Do you want to live with somebody, or you want the situation where y'all live separately?
That's a good question because I asked somebody. We were talking about that the other day. Like, if I have a house, already where I live, and they have a house, and it doesn't. Yeah, I want to live with them. Yeah, but we just have to figure out the geographics.
Okay. All right. For Nat, let's do the Kendra camp.
Oh, I got my pajamas. I had just woke up. It's crazy. I just woke up and I was doing some other work. Oh, let me turn this light on.
Once again, who's at 60 and 70 years old about to get a second crib for your new bae? For y'all to stay at? Because you got your own, she got her own, and y'all getting this new crib together. Not married just because. You see what I'm saying? They just say little girl shit.
Oh, I'm straight over here, honey. I'm model still. I works, baby.
Who you talking
works over here. We get checks over here, baby.
You cussing somebody out in the comment section?
I can't see that anyway.
Okay. I like your outfit.
Okay. I got pajamas on.
Okay, we got you, girl. Burnett, right?
They call me V.
V. When was your last relationship?
Ooh, back before the pandemic.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
It's been before the pandemic. I ain't letting folks run up on me like that.
Yeah,
I got a lot of power going on.
What kind of power?
I got a lot of sexual power that at this age, and I'm not going to be unleashing it on any little Tom, Dick, and Harry.
You have sexual power.
Yes, I got it. I got the powers.
Can you explain what sexual power?
That means I can do what needs to be done. I can go around the world and yeah.
That means she's been around the world and yeah. She's been around the world and clap. She done had them babies. Yeah, she done caught them babies. Yeah, what are you talking about? She's been giving up them Arby's roast beef meats.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Elroy and them been saying, oh, I'm ready to go for round 2. I done popped my pill, baby. Get over here. Yeah, they been hitting her with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what she means. She got pussy power. She got power. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That roots put a spell on you. That castor oil. She got that castor oil drip. Yeah, prune juice.
They're flowing. I don't have to, like that.
So you saving it for the right man?
Yeah. Okay. You can't just be jumping up and down on these old rascals out here.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, you just can't. You got to know what you're getting. You got to come with your doctor's stuff. With your doctor's report. You got to go to the doctor. You got to have some checkups, and you got to make sure you've been to the dentist within the last 6 months. Don't come with that. I ain't been to the dentist since 2017, because that's not going to work. Be up on your hygiene. For real. Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but just be up on your hygiene. For real, bro.
Okay. For real. Be up on your hygiene. Don't play with it.
Don't.
Oh, okay. 3 flaws you have to work on, Vernette.
Ooh. Being so blunt. Let me see. Just my daughter was talking to me today. Just having a little bit more grace for where people are starting from.
Okay, have more grace.
And when I say have more grace, because you might be at doing something or at a certain place, and maybe another person might not quite be there, but this doesn't mean that they're not a good candidate or they're not a good choice. They just got to work this out, and then they'll be good, kind of thing. Sometimes you could be hard on people, and it's just you want the same grace.
Okay, fair enough. All right, Vernette. Now we have a dating app. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
Yeah, we don't promote that minstrel show not over here, because we told y'all all 2025 it is up, it is stuck, because this Kendra G minstrel show is hilarious. It don't make no sense. She done came up on this internet trying to shame men against straight men with gay men, and then downing kids, and then saying disrespectful things about the male genitalia area. But if we was to say that, they would want to jump all down our throats. So Kendra G, their godmother, has spoken. The no kids, no pregnancy ever, no marriage, no a promise ring, nothing. And she still sit up here on the internet with her fake Barbie hair, still thinking she could clap back because the men in her bracket don't care nothing about her. And when her little 304 guests come up on the show and say, Kendra, you just like us, because they starting to spark back on her, Kendra then try to hit them with the, we not the same. I live in Beverly Hills. But the one thing Kendra didn't take from Kevin Samuels, because she took everything, that Kendra, your is vanity. Your beauty's in your vanity as a woman. Yeah, so that's what you forgot to tell these women. It ain't your money. And until further, yeah.